concerned when he was getting the ball all the time.
Yeah,
I think that's where your goal came from, actually. Was it on the left-hand side?
No, it was the left-hand side, but it was Ramsey. But Iwobi was involved in that move. But the point is that I'm making, we should have realised that that's not working. You know, what annoys me is that Iwobi was trying to beat Ashley Young for pace. That's the one thing Ashley Young can do. He can run quickly. That's it. In terms of trying to play a ball between the centre-back and Ashley Young and get Iwobi moving on to the ball, you know, actually receiving the ball moving rather than static, that will cause Ashley Young some problems. That's what we should have been doing. Tactically, the way we were attacking you just wasn't working. And as you said, I don't think Emery realised that. He didn't do anything. But then also you've got to say to yourself, we've got an injury crisis at the moment, and not only just generally, in this game, both of our starting centre-backs weren't the centre-backs that finished. So in terms of what we could do off the bench to try and change this, Emery didn't have that at his disposal.
Use that as an excuse today, though?
All I'm saying is, look, out of, I think, the 92 league clubs in the country, no team has got more goals by substitutes than Arsenal. So Emery does rely on that. He you know, the reason why we do think he's a good manager in terms of tactical is because he does know how to change a game. He didn't have that available to him today because of the injuries and obviously the weakness of our bench given all of our injuries. But, you know, ultimately the players that were on the pitch and the players that we did have at our disposal today weren't good enough at all. Absolutely not. And you were miles better than us. And, yeah, you know, we got what we deserved.
Now, I've been speaking about this with a lot of Arsenal fans. It's like you pick games to show up. Because today, what I was fearing today is that you was going to be explosive. Like on the front foot from the first whistle. And you guys weren't you weren't explosive as you was against Chelsea. I mean, you had a lot of the ball, but you wasn't explosive. I thought you was going to try and exploit our defence because our defence is a bit weak. Brighton kind of like they exposed our defence, and today, I mean, it was a bit tiki-taka.
Yeah, but I mean, I really don't know what to say because against Chelsea, like, obviously, as you can imagine, the whole fan base was buzzing with that result, and we started the game with such brilliant intensity. But I actually came on here and I said I don't think we were that great against Chelsea. We were good, don't get me wrong, but we weren't like amazing how people were making out. It wasn't a vintage performance. And I think Chelsea played into our hands. Today, you know, if I was Sarri, I'd be looking at the way you played against us and saying, next time I come here, I'm going to do that. Because you got it bang on today. I have to admit that. You really did. So I wouldn't say that we picked games. I'd just say tactically you got it right today and we got it wrong. But I have to say the level of intensity, how up for it we were, it didn't seem like we were at that same level. So obviously, you know, it's not that we picked that intentionally, but yeah, it was just a very below par, kind of subdued, tepid performance.
Now, when you got obviously the goal just before half-time, did you think that you was going to, you know, get back into the game in the second half, or was you still concerned about how you guys were playing?
I think, look, obviously you have to say to yourself as an Arsenal fan, do I think we can score one goal at home in the second half? Our own fan base called ourselves second half FC. Of course I thought we're capable of getting that, but I always knew it was going to be, I always thought there's going to be another goal in the game, and is it going to be us asserting pressure and, you know, improving our style of play, or is it going to be United to sucker punch us? Ended up being United to sucker punch us. What frustrates me about that though, look, I've given Paul Pogba a whole load of stick, right, because he was my dream signing before he went to you. If I could have picked any player to sign, I would have picked him to give us that presence and that.
Immaculate, as you said.
I mean, he's brilliant. Pogba is brilliant. Yeah, not as immaculate as Lacazette was against Chelsea, but look, no, in all honesty, Pogba's brilliant. And what made me enjoy his rubbish form for United for so long was because I know his potential. I know how good he is. And just like Alexis, you know, when he's not performing, you enjoy it so much more because you know if they actually start playing how much damage they can do. But today, we gave him the whole freedom of the pitch. No one actually imposed their like style of play on him or their presence on him. I was expecting Torreira to do it. Instead, we just let him eat up the yards on a counter.
Torreira can't do it on his own.
Not on his own, but at least get in front of him. It was like Torreira was just in and around him, not actually on him. And you can't give Pogba that much space, that much respect, that much time. Your counter-attacks, he was eating up the yards.
In the second half, he was enjoying himself because there was a lot of time he broke free and we could have actually scored a bit.
And he covers the ground brilliantly. He drives with so much power and just so direct. It was brilliant. And obviously the third goal, the sucker punch, came from a shot that we've let him run God knows how many yards, haven't closed him down. And the only time we think, oh, we need to do something about this guy is when he's on the edge of the box. It's too late by then, man. Go and do it. Be assertive, do it when the move starts, not when the move is about to finish. And then obviously from the rebound, you go and get that sucker punch and Marshall scores and that's it, game over.
I mean, yeah, what did you make of your fans compared to our fans today?
Listen, man, don't even try and give me that. I'm not even going to... I'll be honest about absolutely everything today. But you try and give me this. Our fans, when we were at Old Trafford and we dumped you out when Welbeck scored, were 10 times better than your away fans. FA Cup allocations are bigger, and that's why...
No, but you guys took the piss though, because we was meant to get 8,000 today, and you lot cut it down to 5,000.
Was it 5,000 today?
5,000.
I don't know how many it was, yeah.
For the replay, you guys wanted 9,000.
Well, I don't know. Like, that is bang out of order. I'm not going to defend the club blindly. I don't know what the reasons are for that, but that is a joke, because what makes the FA Cup special is that big allocation of away fans. Because I know one of my favourite away days was when Welbeck scored that goal at Old Trafford and dumped you out the cup, because it was incredible. The atmosphere in the away end was incredible. Obviously, that day we were 10 times better than your home fans. Today, you were better than our home fans. But that's FA Cup in every single FA Cup tie all over the country. So, you know, it's not even worth mentioning that.
I know, it's probably a bit of a... Are there any positives?
We had 11 Lacazettes out there, we would have done a hell of a lot better. You know, how many times? Honestly, we might as well stick in defensive midfield, because the way yeah, man, he works so hard. He's got a knack for winning the ball without committing fouls. You know, obviously sometimes he will, but so often he wins the ball cleanly and sets up attacks. He was brilliant. I thought Maitland-Niles, I was quite worried about him at the start of the game today, because I thought you might target him. Instead, it looked like you targeted Kolasinac. And all Arsenal fans know, Kolasinac as part of a 4 doesn't work very well. If he's a wing back as part of a 5, it works brilliantly. Yeah. And when I saw the 4 at the back today, I was worried about both of them, but more worried about Maitland-Niles. But actually, I thought he did quite well today. Even some of his tussles against Alexis or Pogba, he came out and did quite well. So he's another small positive. Other than that,
Well, congratulations, man, but I'm gassed right now.
yeah, enjoy it.
Exactly.
And, you know, our equivalent of Alexis. Not that there is one, but, you know, if I could choose 2 players I didn't want to score, it'd be Alexis and that little mug, Lingard. You obviously love Lingard, but anyone that doesn't support Man United knows he's an idiot. Come on, he's an absolute idiot, right? And, look, they scored, Lingard dancing on a pitch, and you guys love that.